Pisces, if you are watching this right now, two witches have been working against you in secret. They consulted dark forces about your destiny, your future, your path. But something incredible just happened that they did not expect. The Archangel's sword came down and they fled from their ritual in absolute terror. I need you to listen closely because what I am about to tell you in the next 28 minutes will explain exactly why your life has felt so heavy lately, why certain doors seemed inexplicably closed, and why you have been sensing something dark lurking around your energy field. But here is what those witches did not know. Here is what they failed to calculate. Your spiritual protection is so much stronger than they anticipated. Before we go any further, I am pulling your first card right now because the energy around you is screaming to be revealed. The card coming through is the King of Swords reversed. Now, this is not what most readers would expect when talking about witchcraft and protection, right? Everyone thinks protection readings should show you pentacles for stability or major arcana for big spiritual warfare. But this card is telling me something completely different. And honestly, this is making my hands shake because the King of Swords reversed is showing me the exact identity of one of these witches. This is someone who appears logical, who appears to have your best interests at heart, someone who speaks with authority and maybe even gives you advice. But reversed, Pisces. This person has been using their intelligence, their words, their so-called wisdom as a weapon against you. They have been planting seeds of doubt in your mind, making you question your own intuition, making you feel like your dreams are unrealistic, like your spiritual gifts are just imagination. The King of Swords reversed represents manipulation through logic, through cutting words disguised as truth. This witch has been consulting dark forces specifically to block your mental clarity, to make you second-guess every decision, to keep you frozen in analysis paralysis. And the reason this card came through first is because your guides are saying, Pisces, you need to immediately recognize who this person is in your life. It might be someone in a position of authority, maybe a boss, maybe a family member who always has criticism disguised as concern, maybe even a friend who constantly plays devil's advocate whenever you share your dreams. I have been reading tarot for 15 years, and I have never seen the King of Swords reversed come through this strongly in a protection reading. Usually this spot is occupied by something like the Devil or the Nine of Swords, but your guides are being strategic here. They are showing you that the threat is not some obvious darkness. The threat is someone who weaponizes intelligence, who makes you feel stupid for trusting your intuition, who has been systematically dismantling your confidence through seemingly rational arguments. And here is what is going to blow your mind. The ritual these witches were performing, it was specifically designed to cut off your connection to divine guidance, to make you distrust your inner voice, to keep you trapped in your head instead of following your heart. Because Pisces, your power is in your intuition, in your ability to access realms that logical minds cannot reach. And this King of Swords reversed energy has been working overtime to disconnect you from that gift. Let me tell you what has been happening behind the scenes while you were just trying to live your life. These two individuals, and yes, I am getting clearly that there are two distinct people involved in this, have been meeting, either physically or energetically, to discuss you. To discuss how to keep you small, how to prevent your rise, how to make sure you stay confused and disempowered. One of them is this King of Swords reversed energy, the one who attacks your mind and logic. The other one, we are going to get into that person in a moment, but trust me, their role is even more insidious. Now, you might be wondering, why would anyone do this to me? What did I do to deserve this kind of attack? And Pisces, this is critical for you to understand. You did nothing wrong. In fact, you did everything right. Your light, your gifts, your potential, your destiny is so bright, so powerful, so threatening to mediocrity that these individuals feel diminished by your mere existence. They are not attacking you because you are weak. They are attacking you because you are strong, because you are about to step into a level of power and purpose that will make their own lives look small by comparison. The second card I am being pulled to reveal is the Queen of Wands. And oh my God, Pisces, do you see what is happening here? We have got a king reversed and a queen upright. This Queen of Wands is you. This is your energy, your fire, your passion, your creative life force that these witches are trying to extinguish. The Queen of Wands is confident, charismatic, magnetic, and deeply connected to her power. She does not ask for permission. She does not shrink herself. She takes up space, and she makes no apologies for it. This card is showing me that your true nature, the person you are becoming, the person you are meant to be, is this Queen of Wands energy. You are meant to lead, to inspire, to create, to shine so brightly that you light up every room you enter. You are meant to be bold and courageous and unapologetically yourself. And that is precisely why these witches are terrified of you. Because once you fully step into this Queen of Wands energy, once you claim this aspect of yourself, there will be no stopping you. But here is what has been happening. That King of Swords reversed has been working to convince you that being the Queen of Wands is irresponsible, unrealistic, too much, too loud, too confident. They have been trying to make you believe that you need to be more reasonable, more modest, more quiet, more small. They have been using logic and criticism to dim your fire, to make you question whether you have the right to shine this brightly. I am getting goosebumps right now because the contrast between these two cards is showing me the battle. On one side, you have this manipulative, cutting, reversed king energy, trying to keep you trapped in your head, trying to make you overthink and doubt and hesitate. On the other side, you have your truth, your power, your destiny as the Queen of Wands who is ready to explode onto the scene and claim everything that is meant for you. And the Archangel's sword that came down during their ritual, that was divine intervention protecting your Queen of Wands energy. That was the universe saying, enough. You will not be allowed to dim this light. You will not be allowed to destroy this destiny. This soul has work to do, has people to inspire, has a legacy to build, and your petty jealousy and dark magic will not be permitted to interfere. Let me explain something about timing because this is crucial. The reason this is all coming to a head right now, the reason the Archangel intervened at this exact moment, is because you are on the verge of a major breakthrough. Within the next several weeks, you are about to step into an opportunity, a realization, a level of confidence that will catapult you forward. The witches knew this, they could sense it, and they were trying to perform this ritual now to block it before it could happen. But they failed. They failed because your spiritual protection is stronger than they calculated. They failed because the universe has plans for you that cannot be thwarted by human jealousy. They failed because you, Pisces, whether you realize it or not, have been doing the inner work, have been strengthening your connection to the divine, have been earning this protection through your own spiritual growth. Now I need to talk about something that might be uncomfortable but is absolutely necessary for you to hear. One of these witches, probably the King of Swords reversed, is someone you have been giving your power to. You have been seeking their approval, valuing their opinion, maybe even letting them make decisions that should be yours alone. And every time you have done that, every time you have prioritized their logic over your intuition, you have been feeding their spell, giving them more ammunition to use against you. The Queen of Wands does not seek external validation. She knows who she is, she trusts herself, she makes decisions based on her inner fire, and then she commits without looking back. And the journey from where you have been under the influence of that reversed king energy to where you are going as the Queen of Wands, that journey requires you to stop giving your power away to people who disguise their jealousy as concern. This is not about being angry at them, by the way. This is not about confrontation or revenge. This is about recognition and then energetic separation. Once you see clearly who has been working against you, once you understand the game that has been played, you simply withdraw your energy, you stop seeking their input, you stop valuing their opinion, and you watch how quickly their influence over your life dissolves. I am pulling another card because there is more to this story and your guides are insistent that you get the full picture. The card coming through now is the Eight of Cups. Oh Pisces, this is powerful. This is exactly the message you need right now. The Eight of Cups is about walking away, about leaving behind what no longer serves you, about having the courage to abandon situations and people and patterns that keep you stuck, even when walking away feels scary or uncertain. This card is showing me that part of breaking free from these witches' influence is going to require you to leave something behind. It might be a job where that King of Swords reversed person has authority over you. It might be a friendship circle where jealousy masquerades as support. It might be a family dynamic where you are expected to play small to make others feel comfortable. It might even be a romantic relationship where your light is being systematically dimmed. The Eight of Cups is not an easy card because it asks you to walk away before you can see what is on the other side. It requires faith, it requires trust in yourself and in the universe. It requires you to value your own well-being and spiritual freedom more than you value comfort or familiarity or other people's feelings. And I know that is hard for you, Pisces, because you are naturally compassionate, naturally inclined to put others first, naturally willing to sacrifice your own needs to keep the peace. But the Queen of Wands that you are becoming, she does not sacrifice herself for people who do not have her best interests at heart. She does not stay in toxic situations out of guilt or obligation. She honors herself, she protects her energy, and she walks away from anything that threatens her fire, her passion, her purpose. Here is what I am seeing very specifically in this Eight of Cups. There is a situation in your life right now where you have been feeling increasingly uncomfortable, increasingly drained, increasingly aware that something is off. You have been trying to rationalize it, trying to make it work, trying to fix it or change it. But deep down, you know you need to leave. You know you need to walk away. And that knowing has been getting louder and more insistent, and it is making certain people in your life very nervous because they can sense you pulling away. That ritual the witches were performing, part of it was designed to keep you tethered to this situation, to make you feel like you cannot leave, like you do not have other options, like walking away would be a mistake or a failure. They have been energetically binding you to circumstances that drain you because as long as you stay stuck, as long as you stay small and confused and disempowered, you pose no threat to them. But the Archangel's sword severed those energetic cords. It cut through the bindings they were trying to strengthen. And what you are going to notice, probably already are noticing, is a sudden surge of clarity about what needs to happen next. Decisions that felt impossible last week are going to start feeling obvious. Courage that you thought you lacked is going to start rising up inside you. The path forward that seemed so murky is going to start revealing itself step by step. The Eight of Cups is also showing me that you are not going to walk away empty-handed. You are leaving behind what does not serve you, yes, but you are taking with you everything you have learned, all the strength you have built, all the wisdom you have gained from this experience. You are not running away in defeat, Pisces. You are walking away in power, in dignity, in alignment with your highest good. And here is something beautiful about this card that most people miss. Those cups that the figure is walking away from in the Eight of Cups, they look full from a distance. They look like something valuable that should not be abandoned. But up close, they are empty or filled with things that look like nourishment but are actually poison. And that is exactly what these witches have been offering you. Things that look like friendship, advice, support, opportunity, but are actually designed to keep you trapped and small. Your intuition has been trying to tell you this for a while now. You have been having these moments of something feels wrong here, but then that King of Swords reversed energy jumps in and convinces you that you are being paranoid, oversensitive, irrational. They gaslight you into doubting your own instincts. But Pisces, your instincts are correct. That uncomfortable feeling you get around certain people, that is your soul recognizing energy that is not aligned with your highest good. That hesitation you feel about certain opportunities, that is your intuition protecting you from traps disguised as blessings. The Queen of Wands trusts her instincts completely. She does not need external validation to know what is true. She does not need permission to honor her own feelings. And as you step more fully into that Queen of Wands energy, you are going to find it easier and easier to simply trust yourself, to follow your gut, to make decisions based on your inner knowing rather than other people's logic or opinions. Now, I need to tell you about the second witch because we have talked a lot about the King of Swords reversed, but there is another player in this situation, and their role is different but equally important to understand. I am being shown that the second witch operates more in the emotional and spiritual realm rather than the mental realm. Where the first witch attacks your thoughts and logic, the second witch attacks your heart and your spiritual confidence. The fourth card coming through is the Seven of Swords. And yes, I know, another swords card when we are talking about witchcraft and spiritual attack, but listen to what your guides are showing me. The Seven of Swords is the card of deception, of sneaking around, of hidden agendas and secret actions. This card perfectly represents how these witches have been operating. They have not been obvious enemies, Pisces. They have been operating in secret, behind your back, smiling to your face while plotting against you in private. The Seven of Swords shows someone taking swords, taking tools, taking power that does not belong to them. And this is showing me that these witches have been trying to steal your energy, your ideas, your opportunities, your blessings. Have you noticed situations where you shared something exciting with someone and then suddenly that opportunity dried up? Or times when you felt inspired and motivated and then after spending time with certain people you felt drained and discouraged? That is not coincidence. That is energetic theft. The Seven of Swords also represents the mask slipping, the deception being revealed, and that is exactly what is happening now. The Archangel's intervention is not just about protection, it is about revelation. You are about to see clearly, probably for the first time, who has really been in your corner and who has been pretending. The masks are coming off, Pisces. The truth is coming to light. I am getting very specific information that within the coming weeks, something is going to happen that will make someone's true intentions absolutely obvious to you. It might be something they say, something they do, or just a moment of clarity where everything suddenly makes sense. All those little weird moments, all those times something felt off, but you could not quite put your finger on it, all of that is going to click into place and you are going to see the pattern. You are going to see how deliberately you were being undermined. And when that moment comes, I need you to trust what you see. Do not let anyone convince you that you are imagining it or overreacting. Do not let the King of Swords reversed energy make you doubt your own perception. What you are seeing is real and your guides are confirming it through this reading so that when the revelation comes, you will have the confidence to act on it. The Seven of Swords is also telling me that these witches have been watching you, studying you, learning your vulnerabilities so they could exploit them more effectively. They know what triggers you, what makes you doubt yourself, what makes you feel guilty or obligated, and they have been using that knowledge as weapons in their spiritual warfare against you. But here is the thing, now you know what they have been doing. Now you have awareness, and awareness is the first step to freedom. Think about it this way. A trap only works if you do not see it. Magic only works if you give it permission, consciously or unconsciously. By becoming aware of what has been happening, by seeing these people clearly for who they are, you are automatically breaking their power over you. You are stepping out of victim consciousness and into warrior consciousness. You are reclaiming your sovereignty. The fifth card is the Ace of Pentacles. And oh my God, Pisces, do you understand what this means? After all this darkness, after all this attack, after all this spiritual warfare, the Ace of Pentacles is coming through to show you what was being protected. The Ace of Pentacles represents new beginnings in the material world. This is new income, new opportunities, new abundance, new stability coming into your life. This is what those witches were trying to block. They could see this coming for you, they could sense this blessing on its way, and they were trying to perform their ritual to redirect it, to steal it, to make sure it never reached you. But the Archangel's sword came down and secured this blessing for you. It is yours, Pisces. It cannot be taken, it cannot be blocked, it cannot be stolen. This opportunity, this abundance, this new beginning is divinely protected, and it is coming to you no matter what. Now here is what is so interesting about the Ace of Pentacles appearing in this reading. Most people would expect financial blessings to be represented by 10 of Pentacles or 9 of Pentacles, the cards of established wealth. But the Ace is about beginnings, about seeds being planted, about potential that is just starting to take form. This tells me that what is coming to you is not just a one-time windfall. This is the start of a whole new chapter of abundance and prosperity in your life. The Ace of Pentacles is showing me a new income stream, possibly something related to your unique gifts and talents. This could be your creative work finally getting recognition and monetary reward. This could be a business idea you have been sitting on, suddenly finding the right opportunity to launch. This could be an unexpected job offer that pays significantly more than what you are currently making. This could be an inheritance or financial gift from an unexpected source. But more than the specific form it takes, the Ace of Pentacles represents a shift in your relationship with money and material security. You have probably struggled financially, or at least felt a constant underlying anxiety about money for a long time. That struggle, that anxiety, was partly manufactured by these witches' energy work. They have been blocking your prosperity, keeping you in scarcity consciousness, making sure you stayed focused on survival rather than thriving. But that block has been removed. The Archangel's sword did not just protect you spiritually, it cleared the path for your material blessings as well. And what you are going to notice very soon is opportunities starting to appear that were not there before. Doors opening that were previously locked. People saying yes who would have said no last month. Money flowing in from unexpected sources. The Ace of Pentacles is also confirmation that the Eight of Cups journey, that walking away we talked about earlier, is not going to leave you stranded or struggling. You might be worried that if you leave that job, that relationship, that situation, you will not be able to support yourself. But the universe is showing you through this ace that new support is already lined up. Better support, abundant support, support that actually nourishes you rather than draining you. I want you to pay very close attention over the next few weeks to new opportunities, especially ones that feel a little unexpected or that come from unusual sources. The Ace of Pentacles often shows up in surprising ways. It is not always the obvious path. It is often something you were not even looking for that turns out to be exactly what you needed. Stay open, stay alert, and when you see an opportunity that makes your Queen of Wands energy light up with excitement, take it. Do not overthink it. Do not let that King of Swords reversed energy talk you out of it. Just take the leap. There is another layer to this Ace of Pentacles that is specifically related to the witchcraft situation. In some traditions, pentacles are used as protective talismans, as shields against negative energy and evil intentions. So the appearance of the Ace of Pentacles here is also saying that you are receiving a new level of spiritual protection, a new shield around your energy field that will make it much harder for anyone to attack you in the future. Think of it like this. Before, you were spiritually vulnerable because you did not realize you needed protection. You were walking through the world with your heart wide open, trusting everyone, assuming good intentions. And that beautiful Piscean openness made you an easy target for people with darker agendas. But now, after this attack and after the Archangel's intervention, you are receiving an upgrade in your spiritual defense system. You are going to find yourself naturally more discerning about who you let into your energy field. You are going to notice red flags earlier. You are going to trust your intuition more quickly when something feels off. And you are going to have less tolerance for people and situations that drain you or dim your light. This is not about becoming closed off or cynical. This is about becoming wise, about protecting your energy so you can do your important work in the world without constantly being undermined by jealous negative forces. The sixth card I am being pulled to reveal is the Knight of Cups. And this is fascinating because we are getting a court card from Cups now, and Knights represent movement, action, messages, and arrival of something new. The Knight of Cups is the romantic, the dreamer, the one who follows his heart and pursues his passions with single-minded devotion. This Knight is showing me that part of what is coming into your life very soon is a new relationship or the transformation of an existing relationship into something much more aligned and beautiful. Now, this might be a romantic relationship, and if you have been single or in an unfulfilling partnership, the Knight of Cups is bringing news that true love is on its way to you. But it could also represent a new friendship, a new creative partnership, a new mentor, someone who comes into your life and sees you, appreciates you, supports your Queen of Wands energy rather than trying to dim it. This is someone who is going to make you feel alive again, who is going to remind you what it feels like to be cherished and valued. The timing of this Knight of Cups is significant because it is showing me that as you do the work of walking away from toxic people, as you remove the witch's influence from your life, you are creating space for aligned people to enter. The universe abhors a vacuum, right? So as you release relationships that were draining you, new relationships that nourish you are already on their way. But here is what I need you to understand about the Knight of Cups. This card can sometimes indicate someone who is all romance and charm, but lacks follow-through. So your guides are warning you to use your newfound discernment with this person too. Make sure their actions match their words. Make sure they are actually showing up for you in tangible ways, not just making pretty promises. The Queen of Wands does not accept breadcrumbs. She expects and deserves the full feast. The Knight of Cups is also representing a message coming to you, and I am getting that this message is going to be deeply emotional, possibly even bringing you to tears, but in a good way. This might be someone telling you they love you, someone apologizing for how they treated you, someone acknowledging your worth and your gifts in a way that really touches your heart. Or it might be a message from the universe itself, a sign so clear and beautiful that it makes you cry with gratitude and relief. I am also getting that the Knight of Cups represents your own heart healing and opening again. After being under attack, after dealing with betrayal and jealousy and dark energy, it would be natural for you to want to close off, to protect yourself by building walls around your heart. But the Knight of Cups is saying, no, stay open. Keep believing in love, in goodness, in the possibility of beautiful connections. Your openness is not a weakness, it is a strength, and the right people will honor and protect that vulnerability rather than exploit it. Now we need to talk about what happens after you recognize these witches and remove their influence from your life, because that is just the beginning of your transformation. The universe did not protect you just so you could go back to your old life. The universe protected you because you have important work to do, a destiny to fulfill, and that destiny requires you to be operating at your highest level. The seventh card, and listen, we are getting to the heart of this reading now. The seventh card is the Page of Wands. Oh Pisces, this is making me emotional because the Page of Wands is the card of new beginnings in your creative and passionate pursuits. This is the spark of inspiration, the exciting new idea, the project that makes you feel alive. This page is showing me that you are about to receive a download, an inspiration, a vision for something that is going to become very important in your life. The Page of Wands is fearless, enthusiastic, ready to explore and experiment and try new things. This page does not worry about failure or judgment. This page just goes for it with full enthusiasm and trust. And that energy is what your guides want you to embody right now. You have been playing it safe for too long, dimming your light, holding back your ideas because you were afraid of criticism or judgment or failure. But the witch's attack failing, the archangel's intervention, all of this is a sign from the universe that it is time. Time to share your gifts, time to pursue your passions, time to start that project you have been dreaming about. The Page of Wands is giving you permission, is giving you a directive to step forward with your creativity and your vision. I am seeing very specifically that this has something to do with communication or self-expression. Maybe you have been thinking about starting a YouTube channel, writing a book, teaching what you know, creating art, starting a podcast, building a social media presence, something where you share your unique perspective and gifts with the world. The Page of Wands is saying, yes, do that thing and do it now. Here is why the timing is so important. The witches were trying to keep you silent, trying to keep you hidden, trying to make sure your voice and your gifts never reached the people who need them. They knew that once you started expressing yourself fully, once you started sharing your light publicly, your influence would grow and their ability to control you would vanish. They were trying to keep you small and scared and hidden. But you are not going to stay hidden anymore. Are you, Pisces? You are stepping into your Queen of Wands energy, and queens do not hide. Queens lead, queens shine, queens show up fully and unapologetically. And this Page of Wands is the first step in that direction, the first spark of what is going to become a roaring fire of creativity and influence. Now, I need to address something that might be coming up for you as you listen to all of this. You might be feeling scared, intimidated by the idea of stepping into this much visibility and power. You might be thinking, what if I am not ready? What if I fail? What if people criticize me? What if I am not good enough? And Pisces, those thoughts are the echo of the witch's magic. Those doubts are the remnants of their spell trying to keep you frozen. The truth is, you are ready. You are more than ready. You have been ready for years. You have just been blocked from recognizing it. And you do not need to be perfect. You do not need to have it all figured out. The Page of Wands does not have a master plan. The page just has enthusiasm and willingness and a spark of inspiration. That is all you need to start. The rest will unfold as you move forward. Let me tell you something about the 8th card, because this one is going to tie everything together in a way that will give you chills. The card coming through now is Judgment. Not the Tower, not death, but Judgment. And this card is massive. Judgment is about awakening, about resurrection, about hearing the call and rising up to meet your destiny. This is one of the most powerful cards in the entire tarot deck. Judgment is the card of rebirth. It represents a complete transformation, a shedding of your old identity, and the emergence of your true self. Everything you have been through, all the attacks, all the struggles, all the confusion, it has all been preparing you for this moment, for this awakening, for this rising, for this judgment day where you finally see clearly who you are and what you are meant to do. The appearance of judgment in this reading is confirming that what happened with those witches and the Archangel's intervention was not random chance. It was divinely orchestrated. It was your wake-up call, your spiritual alarm clock going off to tell you that it is time. Time to stop playing small, time to stop hiding, time to stop letting other people's fear and jealousy dictate your choices. Judgment is also about forgiveness and release. You need to forgive yourself for not seeing the truth sooner, for giving your power away, for staying in situations that hurt you. You were doing the best you could with the awareness you had, but now you have new awareness, and with that awareness comes new responsibility to honor yourself and your path and The Judgment card shows people rising from graves, from coffins, coming back to life. And that is exactly what is happening for you, Pisces. The version of yourself that was suppressed, dimmed, controlled by these negative forces is rising up. She is breaking free from the grave they tried to bury her in. She is coming back to life, and she is more powerful than ever because she has been through the fire and emerged transformed. This judgment awakening is going to affect every area of your life. Your relationships, your career, your self-concept, your spiritual practices, your daily routines, everything is up for evaluation and transformation. What served the old you does not necessarily serve the you that you are becoming. And you are going to find yourself naturally making different choices, setting different boundaries, pursuing different goals, because you are literally a different person than you were even a few months ago. The Judgment card is also telling me that there will be a moment, possibly very soon, where you have a profound realization about your life purpose. Something is going to click into place and you are going to understand, maybe for the first time ever, why you are here, what you are meant to contribute, how your gifts and experiences all fit together into a coherent purpose. That moment of clarity is going to be overwhelming in the best possible way. And when that moment comes, when you receive that clarity, you need to act on it immediately. Do not wait for the perfect time. Do not overthink it. Do not let doubt creep back in. The Judgment card is a call to action. It is the universe saying the preparation phase is over. It is time to step into your role. It is time to answer the call. It is time to move. Now let me address the elephant in the room. What about these witches? What happens to them? The Judgment card is showing me that there will be karmic consequences for what they tried to do to you. Not because you need to seek revenge or wish them harm, but because the universe has its own justice system. The Archangel's sword that came down did not just protect you, it also marked them. Their actions have been seen by higher forces, and they will receive exactly what they have earned through their choices. Your only job is to focus on your path, your healing, your rising. Let the universe handle the rest. The energy you would spend on anger or revenge is energy that could be spent building your empire, creating your art, loving the right people, living your purpose. Do not give these witches one more second of your precious energy. They have already taken enough. Do not give them anything more. I want to talk about the final card in your reading because this one is going to seal everything we have discussed and give you the roadmap for moving forward. The card coming through is the Four of Wands. Oh my God, Pisces, the Four of Wands. This is the card of celebration, of victory, of reaching a milestone, of creating stability and joy in your life. This card is showing me that everything we have talked about, all the challenges and battles and transformations, they are leading to a period of genuine happiness and success. The Four of Wands represents celebration, but not the temporary kind. This is about building something solid, creating a foundation of joy and abundance that will support you for years to come. I am seeing you in a beautiful home, surrounded by people who genuinely love and support you, feeling safe and prosperous and deeply fulfilled. This is your future, Pisces. This is what was worth protecting. This is why the Archangel intervened. The Four of Wands is also about community. You are not meant to do this alone. You are going to find your tribe, your soul family, the people who get you and celebrate you and support your growth. These are people who will champion your success rather than feeling threatened by it. These are people who will add to your energy rather than drain it. And they are already out there, already looking for you. And as you raise your vibration through this healing and transformation, you are going to magnetize them into your life. I am seeing celebrations ahead for you. Maybe a move to a new home that feels like a sanctuary, maybe a wedding or commitment ceremony, maybe a business launch party, maybe just a series of beautiful moments where you look around and think, this is it. This is the life I was meant to live. This is what happiness feels like. The Four of Wands is promising you that those moments are coming, and they are coming soon. The Four of Wands is also about integration, about bringing together all the different parts of yourself into a cohesive whole. You have been fragmented, parts of you hidden, parts of you suppressed, parts of you performing for others. But the Four of Wands is showing me that you are coming home to yourself. All those scattered pieces are coming back together, and you are becoming integrated, whole, complete. This integration is what makes you truly powerful. When you are fragmented, when different parts of you are at war with each other, when you are trying to be one thing for this person and another thing for that person, you leak energy. You are not operating at full capacity. But when you integrate, when you become whole, when all parts of you are aligned and working together toward the same purpose, you become unstoppable. The Four of Wands is positioned between the other Wands cards we have pulled, the Queen and the Page and the Knight of Cups, and it is showing me the completion of your transformation. You started as someone under attack, confused, disempowered. You move through recognition and awakening and reclamation of your power. And you are arriving at this Four of Wands energy of stability, celebration, joy, and success. This is not just about material success, although that is definitely part of it with that Ace of Pentacles. This is about soul success. This is about looking in the mirror and recognizing yourself, liking who you see, feeling proud of who you have become. This is about going to bed at night feeling peaceful and fulfilled rather than anxious and drained. This is about waking up in the morning excited about your life rather than dreading another day of struggle. Now, Pisces, I need to give you some very practical guidance about how to navigate the next several weeks as all of this unfolds. First, and most importantly, you need to cleanse your space and your energy field. Those witches left residue, left energetic debris from their failed ritual. You need to clear that out so you can fully step into your new chapter without dragging old energy with you. Burn sage or Palo Santo in every room of your home, paying special attention to your bedroom and any spaces where you work or create. As you do this, set the intention that all energy that is not aligned with your highest good is being cleared and transmuted. Open windows to let the smoke carry the negative energy out. You can also take a bath with sea salt and imagine all the psychic attack energy washing off your body and going down the drain. Secondly, you need to cut cords with those witches. You can do this through visualization or through a simple ceremony. Imagine energetic cords connecting you to them, and then imagine taking scissors or a sword and cutting those cords completely. As you do this, say out loud, I release all connections to anyone who does not have my highest good at heart. I am free. I am sovereign. I am protected. Third, And this is crucial. You need to strengthen your daily spiritual practice. Meditation, prayer, journaling, whatever connects you to your higher self and to divine guidance. Make this non-negotiable. Even 10 minutes a day will make a massive difference. The stronger your connection to Source, the harder it is for anyone to interfere with your energy or your path. Fourth, start saying no without explanation or guilt. This is going to be uncomfortable at first because you are used to people pleasing, used to putting others first, used to explaining and justifying your boundaries. But the Queen of Wands does not explain herself. She simply states what is true for her and allows others to deal with their own feelings about it. Practice saying, "That does not work for me," or "I am not available for that," and then stop talking. Do not over-explain, do not apologize, just state your truth and move on. Fifth, get very intentional about who you are allowing into your energy field going forward. Not everyone deserves access to you, Pisces. Not everyone has earned the right to your time, your energy, your attention, your trust. Start vetting people more carefully. Watch what they do, not just what they say. Notice how you feel around them. If someone consistently leaves you feeling drained or confused or bad about yourself, that is all the information you need. Distance yourself immediately. Sixth, and I cannot emphasize this enough, start taking action on your dreams and goals immediately. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Do not wait until you feel ready. Do not wait for permission or approval. That Page of Wands energy requires movement. Start the project, make the phone call, take the class, have the conversation. Whatever next step is in front of you, take it. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates miracles. Seventh, document this journey. Write down everything you are experiencing, everything you are learning, every synchronicity and sign you receive. You are going through a major transformation, and future you is going to want to remember this process. Plus, you might be called to share your story with others who are going through similar attacks, and your documentation will help you articulate what you learned and how you overcame it. Let me tell you what I am seeing for you in the immediate future in the coming weeks and months. I am seeing you making a bold move that surprises everyone who knows you. Maybe you quit that job suddenly. Maybe you end that relationship. Maybe you move to a new city. Maybe you launch that business. Whatever it is, people are going to be shocked because it seems so unlike you. But it is not unlike you at all. It is exactly like the real you that has been suppressed for so long. I am seeing money coming in from unexpected sources. Maybe a check you were not expecting, maybe a client saying yes when you thought they would say no, maybe an opportunity falling into your lap that you did not even apply for. The universe is about to show you that when you are in alignment, when you are living your truth, support shows up in tangible ways. I am seeing new people entering your life who feel like home. You are going to meet someone, maybe several someones, and within minutes of talking to them, you are going to feel like you have known them forever. These are soul family members, and they have been searching for you just like you have been searching for them. Do not be surprised if these connections form quickly and deeply. That is how it works when you are vibrating at your true frequency. I am seeing creative success and recognition. Whatever that Page of Wands project is, it is going to get a much bigger response than you anticipated. People are going to resonate with what you are creating. They are going to share it. They are going to tell you how much it helped them or inspired them. And you are going to realize that your gifts were always meant to be shared, not hidden. I am seeing healing happening on levels you did not even know needed healing. Old wounds closing up, old patterns dissolving, old fears losing their grip on you. You are going to wake up one day and realize that something that used to trigger you does not bother you anymore. You are going to notice that you feel lighter, freer, more yourself than you have felt in years. I am seeing you stepping into a leadership role, whether that is formally at work or informally in your community or online. People are going to start looking to you for guidance, for inspiration, for wisdom, and you are going to discover that you love being in that role, that it feels natural and right to be someone who guides and supports others on their journey. But I also need to be honest with you about something. This transformation is not going to be entirely comfortable. Growth never is. There are going to be moments where you doubt yourself, where you feel scared, where you wonder if you made the right choice. There are going to be people who do not understand your changes, who try to pull you back into your old role, who make you feel guilty for prioritizing yourself. In those moments, I need you to come back to this reading. I need you to remember that you are protected, that you are guided, that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. I need you to remember the Archangel's sword coming down, the witches fleeing in terror, the universe intervening on your behalf because your destiny is too important to be derailed by human jealousy. In those moments of doubt, look for signs. The universe is going to be sending you constant confirmation that you are on the right path. Maybe you keep seeing repeated numbers, maybe songs with relevant lyrics keep playing. Maybe you have vivid dreams with clear messages. Maybe you keep running into people who say exactly what you needed to hear. Pay attention to these signs. They are not coincidence. They are cosmic GPS keeping you oriented toward your highest path. You know what else I am seeing? I am seeing a specific moment, probably within the next month or two, where you are going to have an encounter with one of those witches. Maybe you run into them somewhere, maybe they reach out to you, maybe you see them in a social situation. And in that moment, you are going to have a choice. You can engage with them, or you can simply observe them with detachment and keep it moving. I want you to choose detachment, Pisces. Do not give them the satisfaction of knowing they affected you. Do not try to confront them or get closure or make them understand what they did. Simply look at them with the knowledge you now have, recognize them for what they are, and energetically walk away. Your indifference, your lack of engagement, your ability to be unbothered by their presence will be the most powerful message you could possibly send. Because here's the truth. Hurt people hurt people. Those witches are in pain, they are jealous, they are living small, miserable lives, and your light makes them feel inadequate. That is not your problem to solve. That is not your responsibility to fix. Your only responsibility is to keep shining, keep rising, keep becoming everything you are meant to be. Their journey is their own, and the karma they created is theirs to work through. I also want to talk about the people who are going to be confused or upset by your transformation. There are going to be folks who liked you better when you were small, when you were easy to control, when you needed their approval. These people are going to feel threatened by the new you, by your confidence and your boundaries and your success. Some of them might even try to guilt you back into your old role. You need to understand that their discomfort is data. If someone is upset that you are thriving, that you are happy, that you are successful, that tells you everything you need to know about their intentions towards you. Real friends, real family, real supporters celebrate your wins. They do not try to dim your light or make you feel bad for shining. Anyone who has a problem with your growth was never really in your corner to begin with. They were just enjoying the power dynamic where you needed them. Let those people fall away, Pisces. I know it hurts. I know it is hard to realize that people you thought cared about you were actually invested in keeping you stuck. But that Four of Wands energy is showing me that better people are coming, authentic people who genuinely want you to win. Make space for them by releasing the ones who do not truly support you. Now, there is something else I need to address because it is coming through very strongly. You have spiritual gifts, Pisces, gifts that you have been downplaying or hiding or dismissing as imagination. Maybe you are intuitive, maybe you are a natural healer, maybe you can read energy, maybe you have prophetic dreams, maybe you can communicate with spirit. Whatever your gifts are, the universe is asking you to develop them and use them. Those gifts are part of your purpose. They are part of what you are meant to share with the world. And the witches were threatened by those gifts specifically because they knew that once you fully owned and developed your spiritual abilities, you would be untouchable. You would be too connected to Source, too protected, too powerful for their dark magic to ever affect you again. So start practicing, start studying, start taking your gifts seriously. Maybe that means taking a formal class in energy healing or mediumship or tarot. Maybe that means just setting aside time each day to meditate and develop your intuition. Maybe that means offering free readings or healings to friends to build your confidence and skills. Whatever it looks like for you, commit to it. Your gifts are meant to be used, not hidden. And here is something beautiful. As you develop your gifts and start using them to help others, you are going to create another stream of income. Remember that Ace of Pentacles? Part of that financial blessing is going to come through your spiritual work. People are going to want to pay you for readings, for healings, for coaching, for whatever service you provide. And you are going to realize that you can actually make a living doing work that feeds your soul. How incredible is that? Let me give you a vision of where you are headed so you can hold on to this when things get challenging. I am seeing you 1 year from now, sitting in a beautiful space that feels completely yours. You are financially stable, probably making more money than you ever have before. You are surrounded by genuine friendships and possibly a romantic relationship that actually nourishes you. You are doing work that excites you, work that uses your gifts, work that makes a difference. But more than any external success, I am seeing you feeling peaceful, feeling like yourself, feeling proud of who you are and the choices you made, feeling connected to your purpose and your spiritual path, feeling safe in your own energy field because you finally understand how to protect yourself. Feeling powerful because you claimed your sovereignty and refused to be controlled by anyone else's fear or jealousy. That is what all of this has been about, Pisces. Not just escaping the witch's attack, but using that attack as a catalyst for complete transformation. Sometimes the universe allows us to go through dark experiences because those experiences wake us up, force us to change, push us into becoming who we are truly meant to be. And you are going to look back on this period and recognize it as the moment everything shifted, the moment you stopped living small and started living true. Before we close out this reading, I need to give you one more piece of guidance that is coming through very clearly. You need to create a vision board or some kind of visual representation of the life you are calling in. Cut out images from magazines, print things from Pinterest, draw whatever resonates with you, but create something tangible that represents your Four of Wands future, your Queen of Wands self, your abundant and joyful life. Put this vision board somewhere you will see it every single day. Let it remind you where you are going, especially on days when the journey feels hard. Let it anchor the energy of your future reality into your present moment. The subconscious mind responds powerfully to images, and by looking at your vision board daily, you are programming your subconscious to seek out opportunities and make choices that align with that vision. Also, start acting as if you are already that person. How does the Queen of Wands version of you dress? How does she carry herself? How does she spend her time? How does she respond to challenges? Start embodying those qualities now, not someday when you feel ready. Because here is the secret. You become ready by acting ready. You grow into the person you want to be by practicing being that person before you feel like you have earned it. This might mean upgrading your wardrobe even if you are on a budget. This might mean speaking with more confidence even when you feel insecure. This might mean setting boundaries you have never set before. This might mean investing in yourself in ways that feel scary. Whatever it takes to embody your Queen of Wands energy, start doing it today. Do not wait, do not hesitate, just start. I am also being guided to tell you to pay attention to your dreams over the next several weeks. Your subconscious and your spiritual team are going to be communicating with you through dreams, giving you information, showing you the next steps, maybe even warning you about people or situations to avoid. Keep a dream journal by your bed and write down everything you remember as soon as you wake up. You are going to receive important guidance this way. And finally, trust the timing of everything that is unfolding. You might want things to happen faster, you might get impatient, you might wonder why certain doors are not opening yet, but the universe has perfect timing. Everything that has happened, including the witch's attack and the archangel's intervention, happened exactly when it needed to happen. And everything that is coming is also arriving at exactly the right moment. Your job is not to control the timeline. Your job is to stay in alignment, to keep taking the next right action, to keep listening to your intuition, to keep choosing yourself over and over again. Do that, and I promise you, everything we have talked about in this reading will unfold in ways that exceed even your wildest expectations. Pisces, I want you to take a deep breath right now. Feel the energy of everything we have covered. Feel the truth of it resonating in your body. You know this is real. You know this reading has been confirming things you have already sensed, but maybe were afraid to fully acknowledge. Trust that knowing. Trust your knowing. You have always had access to truth. You just forgot how to listen to it. But you are remembering now. The Archangel's sword did not just come down to protect you from those witches. It came down to cut away everything false, everything limiting, everything that was keeping you from your destiny. It was a liberation, a freeing, a divine intervention that cleared the path for you to finally step into your power and your purpose. So here's what I want you to do after this reading ends. I want you to go look at yourself in the mirror, and I want you to say out loud, I am protected, I am powerful, I am exactly where I am supposed to be. Say it even if you do not fully believe it yet. Say it until you do believe it. Say it until it becomes your new operating system, your new default setting, your new truth. And then I want you to take one action towards your new life. Just one. It does not have to be huge. Maybe you finally reach out to that person about that opportunity. Maybe you start outlining that project. Maybe you have that difficult conversation you have been avoiding. Maybe you say no to something that does not serve you. Maybe you invest in that course or that coach. Just one thing that signals to the universe that you are ready, that you are committed, that you are moving. Because here is what happens when you take that first step. When you show the universe that you are serious about your transformation, the universe meets you more than halfway. Synchronicities start happening, doors start opening, help arrives from unexpected places. But you have to take that first step. You have to show up for yourself. You have to demonstrate through your actions that you are ready for everything we have talked about. The witches wanted to destroy your destiny, but they failed. And not only did they fail, their attack actually accelerated your awakening. It forced you to see truth you might have avoided otherwise. It pushed you to grow stronger and more spiritually protected. It catalyzed a transformation that is going to change the entire trajectory of your life. So in a weird way, you can almost thank them because they inadvertently served your highest good even as they tried to harm you. But you do not need to actually thank them, obviously. You just need to recognize that nothing can ultimately harm you when you are walking in your truth and living in alignment with your purpose. The universe has your back, your spiritual team has your back, and most importantly, you have your own back now in ways you never did before. I want to close this reading by coming back to that title. Those two witches who consulted about you, who tried to destroy your destiny, who fled when the Archangel's sword came down. That image is so powerful because it shows you the level of protection you have. It shows you that you are not fighting this battle alone. It shows you that there are forces beyond the physical realm that are invested in your success, in your well-being, in your destiny. You matter, Pisces. Your life matters, your gifts matter, your purpose matters so much that heaven itself intervened to make sure you could fulfill it. Let that sink in for a moment. You are so important to the cosmic plan that an archangel showed up with a sword to protect you. If that does not give you confidence, if that does not make you realize how powerful and valuable you are, I do not know what will. So step into that power, claim that value, own your importance. Stop apologizing for existing. Stop making yourself small to accommodate others. Stop hiding your light because someone else might feel uncomfortable. You were not put on this earth to be small and quiet and manageable. You were put here to shine, to create, to inspire, to lead, to make a difference. The witches saw that in you and it terrified them, so they tried to stop you before you could fully realize your potential. But they were too late. You are awake now. You see clearly now. You know who you are and what you are capable of now. And there is no going back to sleep. There is no returning to that small, limited version of yourself. You have crossed a threshold. You have passed through the fire, and you emerged transformed. Welcome to your new life, Pisces. Welcome to your real life, the one you were always meant to live, the one where you are free and powerful and authentic and successful and surrounded by people who genuinely love and support you. That life is not some distant dream. It is right here. It is available to you right now, and all you have to do is keep choosing it, keep taking steps toward it, keep becoming the person who lives that life. The reading is complete, but the journey is just beginning. Everything we talked about is going to unfold in divine timing. Stay alert, stay open, stay committed to your transformation. And remember, you are protected, you are guided, you are loved by forces you cannot even see. Walk forward with confidence, knowing that your destiny is secured and nothing and no one can take it from you. I am so excited for everything that is coming for you. I am so proud of you for having the courage to watch this reading, to hear these truths, to face what needs to be faced so you can step into everything you are meant to be. You are incredible, Pisces. You are powerful beyond measure, and your best days are not behind you. They are ahead of you, waiting for you to claim them. So go claim them. Go live them. Go be the Queen of Wands. Go build your Four of Wands reality. Go answer the call of judgment. Go embrace the gifts of the Ace of Pentacles. It is all waiting for you. It is all yours. Go get it.